Peppa Pig, scary episode, The Quiet Neighbor. Peppa sat by the window, drawing a sunny picture. The day outside was calm, peaceful. Sunlight warmed her cheeks. Daddy Pig sat nearby, reading the newspaper. Mummy hummed softly as she cooked. George played on the floor with his dinosaur, growling and laughing. Everything felt normal. Too normal. Through the window, Peppa could see the neighbor's house. It stood still, crooked, quiet, old. Its windows were dark, covered in dust. Everyone knew it was empty. Nobody had lived there for years. But as Peppa looked up from her drawing, she froze. In the second-floor window, a figure, tall, unmoving. Its head almost touched the top of the frame. No face, no light, just a shape, watching. Peppa blinked and smiled nervously. She raised her hand and waved. The figure didn't move. Then, it tilted its head slowly and vanished. That night, Peppa woke up. The room was silent. Not even the ticking of her wall clock. Something felt wrong. She tiptoed to the window. A soft yellow light flickered in the neighbor's house, a light that shouldn't be there. And under that glow stood the figure, in the yard, staring up, right at her. She gasped and stepped back, eyes wide, her breath caught in her throat. But in the reflection of the glass, there was more. Another shadow, standing behind her, closer, taller, almost touching. Morning, toast on the table. The TV buzzed softly. No residents have returned to the house on Hollow Street since 1997. Daddy Pig frowned. Peppa whispered, "Then who was there last night?" Silence. George was drawing. His paper showed a black figure, long arms, white empty eyes. Peppa looked at the picture. It looked back. Later that night, Peppa couldn't sleep. The curtain swayed, though the window was shut. She got up, walked slowly to it. The shadow behind the fabric moved, long fingers crawling across the curtain. Peppa turned around, but no one was there, only her mirror. And in it, the neighbor's house. A window wide open, curtains breathing in the night air, and something behind them, watching. Some neighbors never leave.
Peppa Pig, scary episode. Creepy Funland. Scorching summer. The air is heavy and still. Peppa and her family stand at the entrance to Funland. The sign hangs crooked on one chain. Torn flags flap gently, though there's no wind. The asphalt is cracked. A dirty plush toy lies half buried in the sand, one eye missing. Daddy Pig squints into the distance. "No one here today?" Peppa, without looking at him, replies, "He said, today is just for us, just the family." Silence. The camera shakes slightly. Something flickers in the shadows behind the gate. It peeks out, then vanishes. They walk toward the machines. Everything is dusty, untouched, but the machines are on. One buzzes loudly. Its lights flicker. Peppa gets closer. Inside the claw machine are not toys, just crumpled, dirty sacks. One of them moves. George presses the button. The claw creaks down, painfully slow. It grabs one sack and lifts it. A small plastic doll's hand dangles from the opening. Peppa looks at the glass. In the reflection, herself, but with hollow, glassy eyes like a stuffed bear. She smiles, too wide. The carousel is dead still. The horses are blackened, burned. One is missing legs. Peppa silently climbs onto a horse. It starts on its own, slowly, no music, just the loud creak of metal and chains. In the distance, a whisper, a child's voice, but distorted, like layered echoes. "You've already ridden? You just forgot. Why did you come back?" The camera zooms in on a horse's mouth. It's open. Inside, a child's shoe. Old, stained, mirrors, dusty, warped. Some are cracked. Some bend like waves. Peppa and George walk in. Their reflections mimic them, but with a delay. Then, they move on their own. In one mirror, Peppa ages rapidly. In another, she fades into nothing. In a third, she smiles, but has no mouth. Peppa whispers, "These aren't mirrors, they're exits, or maybe entrances." The cabin rises. The sun is at its peak, but the light feels fake, cold and dim. From above, the park is revealed. It forms a perfect circle. In the center, a black hole like someone cut it out. Daddy Pig stares down. This isn't just a park. It's a trap. Peppa slowly turns her head. I remember this place. We were already here. We never left. The camera closes in on her eyes, inside her pupils, faces. Some familiar, some are yours. The entrance to the haunted ride, dark, damp. Children's drawings cover the walls, made with something dark and sticky. Small houses, blood, stick figures with hollow eyes. The cart moves on its own. The family sits. No one speaks. Behind them, footsteps, slow, steady. Someone is walking on the tracks, getting closer. In the middle of the park, a tent. Its fabric rises and falls, like it's breathing. Above the entrance, handwritten, 1 by 1. Mummy, George, Daddy. They step inside. They don't come out. Peppa stays outside. She stands with her back to the tent. She smiles. But there's something wrong. Something off. They wanted fun. They got it. Now it's your turn. Black screen. The sound of a ride in motion. Screeching metal. But you see nothing. You only hear it. Then, a photo appears. The family stands at the park entrance, but their faces are blank. In the corner, a tall figure. A hand on Peppa's shoulder. Metal scrapes. Footsteps. Right behind you. Text appears. Your wristband never expires. Welcome back.